I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave an outline when I hit them. We stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
At the 33-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 22 carries, 74 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That first, good for 20 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of a
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Rams' 46-yard line.
They'll run it with Madison. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Minnesota Vikings.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Madison. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Rams' 35.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Remains tied, 0-0.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
Number 23.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now this throw caught left side. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
15-yard line.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the Army's going forward, incomplete pass. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that 2nd chance so quickly after the first miss? Gets his confidence back up, and who knows? They may need him for an even bigger kick.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting in the rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's good.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Jordan Hicks.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr completes it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Gain of 14.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
The tackle made at
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. On the They psych him back at the 36.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. They got a man. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 11-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. They'll try and run it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the contact.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This is caught at the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. And Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Akers. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
To the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a run with Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
at their own 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 29. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. A tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Carr. And Pascal's got it. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Madison. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
The 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. If you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession, but I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. He'll get this one to cut complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Wilson's pass complete.
Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Carr. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Minnesota Vikings.
The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it one-handed for a touchdown.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. Again, it's Carr. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Anthony Barr.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
To Cooper Kupp.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third and short. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he's got this down almost to to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Wilson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's Wilson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Wilson on the keeper.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Akers, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Going right back to Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Throwing now is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by a field goal, a little under 40 seconds to go. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Shotgun now for Carr. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.